back to Tuckasegee Fly Shop. Big mess here at the fly tying vise. And here in my Norvise fly tying system, I'm going to insert a TMC 100 dry fly hook, size 12. And I'm going to pick up some black thread. And we're going to attach some black thread to the hook shank. And you want to know what I'm tying? Well, it's just going to be a black mayfly with a little twist here. And we were just kind of here talking momentarily about how effective black can be, and it's very, very often overlooked. Mosquitoes, you think about things in the summertime that are flying around. Maybe it's okay to start experimenting with certain things and come up with ideas. So I'm going to use a set of wings that I used, that I cut using fingernail clippers, and we do have a video that goes over that. You can reference back to that particular video and you can see me making these types of wings. So I'm just going to go ahead and get those tied in there right quick. Make sure they are in position of where they need to go. Look good there. I'm just going to go down and I'm just going to pull up on these stems and break that off. Next thing I want to do is I'm just going to stand those up there right quick, come in front, lock them in place, and I'm going to divide them here quickly. Just how quickly? Just very quickly. Just like that, folks. Yeah, just like that. Now, appreciate you folks watching. While you're watching me do this, you should go ahead and hit that notification bell. That way you will be alerted when a new video goes out. Could be a product review. It could be a how-to video. It could be a fishing report. Hell, it could be anything. Just make sure if you don't, you got to hit that notification bell to know when it hits. That's all I can tell you. So what I'm going to do right here is I took a piece of grizzly hackle and I tie that in for the tail. We're going to keep this fly real simple, folks. Really, really simple. And I'm going to add a piece of crystal flash. We're going to rib that through the body just to add a little bit of flash to the fly. We're going to get that tied in. Real simple. This is the beautiful thing about tying your own flies is you can get creative. I want to secure that right there in that little spring right clip, right quick like. Now we got to do is a body. We could do a thread body, which I'm not going to do. I'm just going to do some dubbing. Let that untwist momentarily. Let me get some dubbing here. It's going to be black in color. Let me get that out. And we will see what we can come up with, folks. Okay, we're going to start putting on some dubbing on our thread. I'm using Kapok. Kapok is super buoyant. It is one of those things that will support a lot, about 30 times its own weight. They used them in PFD devices. And these fibers on these can be kind of long. Once you learn how to work with the stuff, it's pretty cool to work with. It's fairly easy to work with, but it's super, super fine. Finer than super fine. How fine is super fine? It's finer than super fine. How fine is a frog's hair? Which is finer, super fine or Kapok? You folks comment down below and let me know. If you've ever inspected a frog's hair, I want to hear about it. Please let us know what inspecting a frog's hair is like, so that way we are educated. All right, so I'm going to start making our body here. As I come up, I'm just going to tighten this up a little bit. Don't need a big body, you know, just need a body. Just need a body. Everybody needs a body. Okay, beautiful. I'm not known for my singing skills. I won't do anything there. Wondermus. That looks better than ugly flies catch fish. All right, next thing we want to do is going to take this crystal flash and we are going to go through the body. We're just going to palmer it up, making open spiral wraps. As we come up, we get up here, I want to go behind the wings and in the front of the wing, just like so. I'll bring it up to the front. We're going to secure it in place, just like that. Now see how that crystal flash flattens out flatter than a $2 pancake on Saturday night? Yes, it does. There we go. Crystal flash is great to use. And look at that, it goes right back to its original shape. Great ribbing material to use. You can actually do a nymph body out of that if you want to and put some UV resin on it. Play with the colors. It's got multiple purpose other than just being used as an underwing or legs on nymphs and things like that. You can do a lot with it. Some cool colors in it too. There's blacks, there's purples, there's just all root beers, just all kinds of stuff there, folks. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a Dominecker, as we call it here in the mountains, but it's a grizzly hackle. I'm going to strip off those fibers. We're going to tie that in for the hackle. I'm just going to do a counterclockwise twist so that jumps backwards. I have got this set up to where when I wrap it, the shiny side is going to be facing toward the hook eye. I'm up to this point here. I want to put in a half hitch, secure my thread over here to the post. Beautiful thing about these types of wings, I can manipulate them forward, as you can see. So I'm going to grab my hackle, and I'm just going to start rotating my vise. Come forward. This is going to be a big, ugly fly, folks. That's the whole point. Big, ugly fly. I'm going to move those wing tips back. Now I want to start wrapping again. I really do want this to be an ugly fly, no pun intended. I want this hackle to kind of go in a lot of different directions. I want it to look beat up. This is a fly that the rougher it gets, the better it will fish. We have to keep that in mind because sometimes, you know, it looks like a dead, injured, crippled fly. It's easier target for them to come and grab, not to put forth as much effort to get it. So that's why I say ugly flies catch fish. They have a hard life. It ain't easy out there. So I'm going to come in here like so, take my scissors, use my fingers as a guide, reach in there and snip it. Wham. Beautiful. Didn't cut my thread off. That's always a plus. Pick up that whip finish tool. Get that out of the way right quick. I want to put a couple of whip finishes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. Start up here, going to work our way back down. Going over top, redundancy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you do that whip finish, you're locking that in place, giving you a great solid knot. So there we go. So right there, my friends, is an ugly black fly. It's not necessarily a mosquito, because a mosquito, you use the stem of a grizzly feather. So you would do a stem like, well, that touching wraps, of course, but I think you get my point. This here being a black body with just that crystal flash through it, and this just a black and white. It's a fly that here for us in the mountains that will definitely catch fish. I'm sure it will wherever you are. Hit that notification bell, like I said earlier. info@tuckflyshop.com if you got any questions. If you have ever examined a frog's hair, I'd love to hear about it. Appreciate you folks for listening. Y'all take care. See ya.